What's up, everybody? I'm back with another one today. We're going to talk about your memory, specifically in a second language, but really this applies to anything. So, for me, one of the best ways to improve something is to understand how it works, right? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand how their memory works. I have an amazing memory. Anybody that knows me knows that. But one of the reasons that I have a great memory is because I understand how my brain works and I do things to memorize things better. For example, if I have a list of 50 words, I could tell you the list front and back. And if you told me a number, I could tell you the word because I use what's called the method of loci, right? It's a memory castle. But there's science behind it. And the science is what I'm going to talk about today. And it's going to help you memorize words in your second language. So let's just speak in generalities here. The biggest thing is that our brain works by association, right? Patterns, sounds, context, everything is attached to something else. It's never just in isolation, right? So if you think about uh, a person that a person will never be able to forget cuss words. Even if someone doesn't know anything in a language, you ask them, "Do you speak Spanish?" They'll be like, "Well, I know a few cuss words my friends taught me." Why though? Because they associate that with some funny times, some good times that they had, right? Somebody taught you some cuss words and you said it and everyone laughed, or you were embarrassed. Either one, move, dude. Either way, there was a strong emotion associated with that, right? Our amygdala processes emotions and it makes us remember. So that's why you have those traumas that you had in your childhood deeply ingrained, right? And like I said, that works for either your native language or a language that you're learning. I still remember when I learned the word petrified, demolish, explode, because they were attached to things, right? I still remember where I was when the Twin Towers fell. That's how our brain works. So with that being said, it is very important that you learn stuff in context. Having conversations is one of the best way to learn things in context. If you saw this and you didn't know what it was called, I would tell you that it's called a pencil. You would grab it, you would feel the pencil, you would have a smell attached to it, you would hear the sound that the pencil makes when it hits something. And so it's going to be a lot harder to forget that word versus if someone just told you, "Oh, a pencil is it's made of wood and it has lead inside of it. It helps you write." And you'll go, "Oh, okay." There's nothing else attached to it besides words. That makes it a lot harder to remember. That's not to say that you won't remember it. With enough time, you will remember it if you keep coming across the word again and again and again. But the problem is, especially in a second language, you don't always come across these words every single day. So, like I said, the best thing to do, learn it in context. That's why in a lot of my videos, even the last one that I made, I said, learn this stuff around your house. You can touch it, you can smell it, you can see it. Those are things in your immediate surroundings, and it's going to help you memorize those words and those structures a lot better. Another thing you can do that's not necessarily real life, but it will help you. If you're reading books, try to read a series, right? Because, like I said, a lot of these things are association. And so, for instance, if you read the entire Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, Harry Potter series, you will be coming across the same words because they're in the same context, right? They're at a wizard school. You're going to see the word for broom a lot. You're going to see snitch and whatever else words that they use. And you will see those a bunch of times over the course of however many books there are. That's way different than seeing the word broom and not seeing it again for 3 months, right? So that's another association. There's a context of the story, and you're gonna see that word in a bunch of different contexts, and you're gonna associate it with another word that you learned or another word that you know, and that is gonna help you strengthen that word in your brain. And so, real life conversations, real senses, reading the same author or the same series will help you. The other thing is, like I said earlier, emotions are tied to these words. So if you can find a way to make it emotional, whether it's very happy, very sad, very angry, whatever you have to do, the more emotional you can make it, the better there's a chance that you'll be able to retrieve it when you need it. And so, what I always tell people, as corny as it might feel, if you're reading a story out loud, like, you know, when you were a kid and your parents read to you and that that excited narrator voice, like, and then he flipped it over. Like, you have to do that because it's actually going to help you remember. If you're just like, and he flipped it over, and then it's like your brain really has no reason to remember these words. And like I said, if you come across a word 5,000 times, then sure, you'll remember it. But we're trying to not have to come across a word 5,000 times to remember it, right? So can you move, bro? I'm trying to make a video. I'm trying to make a video. Leave me alone, please. Um, so like I said, big three: learn in real life in context, read from the same author or in the same series, and three, put some emotion into whatever you're learning. I could do a part two on this if y'all want. I can make it more detailed, include some more neuroscience into it. I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of speaking generally because I didn't want to make it like too nerdy. I'll put some links to some articles in the description of this video though, if you want to go hunting for that information on how your brain works by yourself. And like I said, if you want me to make another video, but really break each of those steps down and tell you different methods inside of those steps and stuff, I'll do that too. I don't have a problem, but I like to try to stay short and sweet if I can, and then expand after that if people want it. So hope I helped you in some way today. Go out and get some practice, learn some new words, put some emotion behind it, sniff something, and remember it. Peace.